Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. It is the new year. I can't believe it's 2026, but it's a new year in a new place. We've moved, so I'm like, I need a whole reset. I need a whole personal reset, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. I thought I would share like all my goals for the new year, kind of just what I'm thinking, and yeah, I'm really excited. 2025 was totally, hold on while I strangle myself with this thing. 2025, not my year. Not my year in the slightest. I feel like I had some big milestones. Like I graduated finally after approximately 1 bajillion years, but it was just not my year, okay? It was not good. I feel like my mental health was terrible, and I can already feel that this year is going to be so much better. Like we're in a completely new environment, so I guess I of course haven't announced it on here because I haven't made a video in like a bajillion years, but we moved from Washington, which is where we're from, to like Washington State, to southern Florida, so that's a little bit far away, just a little different than what we are used to. So we've been here about 3 weeks, and honestly I love it. Like anybody that knows me in real life like would know that I love the sun. Like if I could just lay in the sun all day like and get paid for that, that is, I would have never went to school to be a doctor because I wouldn't have needed to. But we're loving it. Like it's such a change. Like we knew obviously leaving everything we know and like our whole family and all our friends are in Washington was very big. I don't think either of us really realized like how big of a deal it is like to move across the country. So some backstory, I took like 2 clips. I was gonna like vlog it, and then it was seriously so stressful that these are the only 2 clips that I got, so I'll insert these here. Oh, the flash is on. Okay, it's 10:20, no, it's 10:05. We're boarding our flight. We fly straight to Miami, and then we have a rental car, and then we're gonna drive from Miami to our apartment. I can't believe it. Oh. I made it on the plane. That's it. That's all I got because it was, so we flew the red eye like the 2nd week of December, I think, from Portland straight through to Fort Lauderdale, and then we picked up a rental car and we drove to where we live, which is like outside of West Palm Beach. My face is breaking out so bad from the stress. Anyways, we drove to West Palm Beach, or to the town we live in, like outside of West Palm Beach, and we booked our apartment like sight unseen, obviously, because we did not want to waste the money to travel. Just making a mistake. Hold on, I have to wet my beauty blender. Okay, but we booked this apartment without seeing it first, which I would never ever do again. The pictures were completely deceiving. Like we thought we were getting an updated unit. We have an original unit. So it's like the kitchen is literally crappy. It's like everything is kind of falling apart. I thought where we lived in Beaverton was like, which is where we were before this, in Oregon for school, was kind of crappy, but it was like, this is worse, like so much worse. So we are making the best of it, but like this isn't forever. We're just going to be here for a year, hopefully. But yeah, so there was maybe a couple tears from me when we first got here because it was it's so bad. And we had nothing. Like we moved with four or 5 suitcases, and that's it. Like we sold everything we owned before we left, which was also insane. Like I don't know if I would do that again. So we got here on no sleep. I have to tell this story because it's seriously so funny. Like such a low, like I'm like, this is my rock bottom. Like God, please listen to me, please. I know this is my rock bottom. Our mattress got delivered like 4 days before it was supposed to, so that was a sign from God himself that like we needed that bone to be thrown, you know. But the mattress was delivered like 4 days before it was supposed to, so it was here when we got here, like in a box. And thank heavens, because we had no furniture. We did not sleep on the plane at all. So We came into the apartment, I cried because it was so disgusting. And it was also like just disgusting. Like it was not clean at all. The kitchen, I've never had like seen a kitchen that filthy in my entire life. So on no sleep, I had to scrub everything. I made Jordan clean the walls with I made Jordan mop the walls. He was not happy, but he did it and it made me feel better, and they were disgusting. But anyways, so I cried and I was like, I think we have to move because I don't think I can live here. And I was so exhausted that we unrolled the mattress. We had no sheets. I'm still in my airport clothes. And I fell asleep. We have no pillows, face down on the unrolled mattress with no bedding on it. I slept for an hour. Jordan panicked for an hour. And then we went to Target and bought like everything you need to be a person, I guess. So we had to buy everything. So that was a little bit stressful, but I feel like we're settled now. We have like most of our furniture, like we have a livable amount of furniture, so that's good at least. But anyways, we are loving it. It is like 70 degrees is like the lowest temperature we've seen, so I cannot complain there. Just to wake up every single day and like see the sunshine and not see the gray and know like, oh my god, I have 9 more months of this. Who knew that that would make me feel so much better? Could have never guessed. So we are loving that. So the moral of this long story is that we've moved across the country. We're in an entirely new environment. We've never got to move just because we wanted to. We always had to move. For college, we moved because it was the cheapest college in the state. Grad school, we picked grad school where we did because it was close to family and the cost of living was lower than other places, and we knew we would have family support. So, but it's not where we wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to grad school in Southern California, but the cost of living is so high in Southern California, so we did not. So this is like the first move that this is the first move that we have made just because we wanted to live somewhere, not because we had to or we were trying to further our education in some way. So I'm really excited. Honestly, it has been really stressful, but I feel like things are kind of calming down now. We kind of are in this like wait period where we're having some issues. Jordan, with like his job, I cannot get my license yet for Florida, so I can't practice here. So that is like my biggest goal. So after I'm getting ready for church, and then after church, I think I'm gonna go through, like sit down and go through my goals because I wrote them down the other day. But I can't practice here because Florida is like the hardest state for us to get licensed in as an optometrist, and they don't take just a pass on board exams. They have to have a pass, like a 75 is a pass. On a couple of the boards they want an 86. Just retook one in December. Hopefully I got an 86, and then I have one more to redo in March, and hopefully that's it, and then I can get licensed after that. I already have a way better feeling about this year, okay? The last year, I don't even think I set goals because I was so sad and just depressed. And I was working at a hospital that I hated, and they treated me terrible. And so I just was not doing well. And so this year is going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better because I'm going to make it better. But I have a really good feeling. Like I am going to rebrand my whole life. I made a mood board, vision board, I think. That's what they're called, on Pinterest, so I'll put it here because it's so cute. But I didn't even make one last year because I was so sad, and I love doing that. So I like wrote down all my goals, and then I made a little vision board with kind of like all the stuff on it. But yeah, I'm actually running behind now because I talked too long. So two of my things is I want to get, or just, I don't even know like how I wrote these or like how I'm gonna talk about them later, but I am trying to get like a more consistent morning routine that's not just getting out of bed. Actually, that's not true. Laying in bed, scrolling on TikTok for 20 minutes, and then rushing out the door with no time. So I have been trying to, I think it's January 4th. So I've been cold showering. So I cold showered this morning just for a minute because I'm wimpy and I hate it. And then I do like a Wim Hof breathing, so like some breath work and journal. So it's 8:50. Church starts at 9:30. So we're gonna sit on the patio, do some breath work, and then journal. And then once we get back from church, I'll like share my goals that I wrote down. So okay, we're back from church. We are gonna go for a walk in a little bit. I think it's like 2:30 or so, so we had lunch and stuff. But I was saying before how 2025 was just like so not my year, and I'm really excited for this new year and like hopefully some fresh starts. And so I wanted to go through like some of my goals because I wrote them down and then just putting them in the world. Maybe I'll do good this year because last year I don't think I did not meet many of my goals, but we lived through the year and that's really all that matters. So I started a new journal too. I'm like, I just need like a fresh start. So this is my journal for the year, like as long as I have it. I got it at like the kitty section in Target. I literally think it was $5, but it says Barbie all over the front and it came with these really cutie stickers. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Maybe I'll put them in my scrapbook or something. Obviously I think like not that this is a goal, but just like being here and like a fresh start is like making me feel really inspired for the new year. So I have a really good feeling that I think that this is gonna be better than last year. Okay, so some of my goals for the year are that my biggest one is I want to become Florida licensed optometrist. I think I talked about that earlier, but I'm not like eligible for licensing at this point, so that is my biggest goal, is to get my license. I want to explore more hobbies. I feel like in school I had no bandwidth of my brain to have a hobby that like did not involve school or eyeballs. So I did get a little bit better last year, so I started scrapbooking, and honestly it's so fun. So I want to get more into like kind of crafty hobbies like that, so more scrapbooking. I brought all my scrapbook stuff with me, and then I have like a couple ideas for like some jewelry I want to try and make, some beads and stuff like that. So just like more hobbies and like less scrolling. So it's kind of two goals, but like combining it into one. Like I want to try some new hobbies, and as a result of that, like I don't want to scroll on my phone as much. So I don't know if you can tell, but like I made this thing. My closet's open, but it's like a capiz shell hanging for the wall. That was really fun to make. That's kind of hobby-y, so like stuff like that. I want to grow on YouTube because I got really bad at posting on this channel last year because it was just, there was a lot. So kind of going hand in hand with that, I like want to make some sort of an income from social media, whether that be on YouTube or TikTok or literally anything, even if it's $1. Even if it's not $1, if it's 50 cents, anything. I just want to make something from social media. I want to have like more of a consistent morning ritual because getting out of bed in the morning is the bane of my existence. I like cannot do it. Jordan says every day like getting me out of bed is so hard, and I don't know why. I think it's because I was a little sad. So it felt better to lay in bed. But that's not good. So this year we're not laying in bed. So I think I maybe talked about this morning, or at least I showed a little bit, but I'm trying to do consistently every morning like a cold shower, because there's so many health benefits to a cold shower. But also me mentally, I hate to be cold. So I'm like, my day cannot get any worse than if I start it in a cold shower, which is something that I already hate. Like that's a feat of something that I've already like overcome that's kind of hard. So I think that's something that's really beneficial for me to do. Jordan said that the water here does not get cold enough to consider it to be a cold shower, but it's cold to me and I'm going to consider it a cold shower. So I'm trying to cold shower, then I'm trying to do some sort of like breath work. So I've been doing like the Wim Hof method. Basically you hyperventilate and then hold your breath, and we do like the guide, like his guided thing from YouTube. I think that's really beneficial as well. I always feel so much better doing that, but I'm trying to be more consistent with it. So I did that this morning as well. And then I have been trying to journal in the morning too, instead of scrolling on my phone. So the past couple of nights I have slept with my phone like in the other room so that it's not on my bedside table, and then when I wake up it's the first thing I reach for, because that's probably not good. Are you listening to me? Okay. I'm just talking a lot. My next one, this is my biggest goal. And if my husband can hear me in the other room right now, this is not his goal. This is actually his nightmare. I want to buy a Walt Disney World annual pass. Okay? I don't know why I didn't start with that one. That is the most important thing that I want to do. I want the full Walt Disney World annual pass. So we are like 2.5 hours depending on traffic from Disney World. And if you didn't know, I accidentally turned into a Disney adult like 2 years ago when my mom and I went to Disneyland, and we're like, oh my god, this is so fun. So now that we're so close, we're like kind of locals, I have to have a Disney World annual pass, and so we don't have one yet, but soon I'm so excited because I love Disney World. Jordan hates Disney World, but he's gonna love it by the end, or he's just gonna pretend. My next one is just to eat more fruit. I think I just feel better if I eat more fruits, a little more veg, you know, so that is, I just want to eat a little bit more fruit every day, because I do think everything thanks you when you eat fruit, your skin, your gut, everything. I want to get back into running, so I think like a year and a half ago, oh, that was almost 2 years now actually, I ran a half marathon, I trained by myself. I like wrote my own training plan, whatever. Anyways, I want to get back into running. I feel like it was really cool to just like bust out 10 miles on a Saturday and say I can run 10 miles because a lot of people can't do that. So I thought that was kind of cool, even though I actually hate running, but I think it's also good to do things that make you uncomfortable and that are hard. So I want to get back into running. Another like fitness kind of going along the same lines is I need to stretch, morning and night stretch, because my mobility is decreasing, I think, and that's because I lift so much and I really prioritize lifting heavy, and then I am not a good recovery type of girl. I kind of just finish my lift and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be done, I'm gonna go home. So I used to have, I like was a cheerleader in high school, I danced my whole life, and then I did a lot of yoga in college, so I feel like my mobility was really good, and I stopped doing all of that, so now my mobility is really bad. Like, I want to be all fun and bendy again, so I want to have more stretching, like get back into yoga. So today's Sunday. I think we're gonna go for a walk, and then I'm gonna do like just an online yoga class, just like a YouTube class today, since I usually don't go to the gym on Sundays, but I want to do a little something. Okay, the next ones are just kind of fun, like they're kind of randomy, but I want to watch the baby turtles run in the spring. We're right by the Loggerhead like sanctuary, and so I think, and maybe this is wrong, but I think that you can either like volunteer or like go watch the babies run, and I just want to do that. I feel like that'd be like a once in a lifetime, like how fun that would be. They're so cute. Like obviously you don't touch them or anything, you just look at them with love, but I want to do that really, really bad. And then just in general, I want to collect more seashells. I should have known, moving to the tropics, and my favorite movie when I was little was The Little Mermaid, and she has like the treasure trove of all of her treasures, and now all I want to do is go to the beach and look for treasures, and it has been so fun the couple times that we've gone so far. I think we've gone, been here 2 weeks, we've gone 4 times. It's so fun. So I want to collect more seashells over the year. Another thing that's kind of random is I want to buy a new car, but I want to pay for it in cash. We do not believe in car payments in this house, so I would want to pay in cash. We shipped both of our cars here from Washington. They literally got here so fast, but that's a whole other story. And we did end up shipping my car, which she is, knock on wood, has not been the most reliable, but my dad can do all the mechanic work, and so he gave her a full tune-up before we got here, and we're hoping that she lasts a little bit longer. She's been running great, so fingers crossed. But eventually, she's like kind of old. I've had her since college, okay? She's been with me through a lot. I love Pearl dearly, but she has been with me through a lot. She has been through a lot. So ideally this year I'd like to buy a new car, but buy it in cash. I really want a Ford Bronco. I want it pink, but Jordan said no. Whatever. I think maybe my last goal for the year is I want Jordan and I to read the Bible together more often. We don't really read it at all. We're like very new in our journey, and so that is something that I think would be really beneficial just to do like consistently over the year. So I think that is all my list. I put like little boxes behind so I can check them off when I do them, because I'm just feeling really inspired this year, and I feel like I just want to have like a healthier mindset and just be like happy and healthy every day again, because that was not the case for me in 2025. So I'm feeling really optimistic about 2026. But I think that is all for like my actual like written down goals that I want. I want to be able to do a handstand. I'm going to add that right now, because I always see like all the cool yoga tricks, you know, and like it's a handstand and I can't do one. Do a handstand. I had that on my list like maybe in like 2021, and I never did it. So I'm clearly maybe not the best at this. But that is, I think, all my goals. So I think we're going to go for a walk. It's like 75 degrees. It's perfectly sunny. So let's go for a walk. We just got back from our walk, and it's so cool to walk where there's palm trees and like sunny all year. I'm seriously obsessed with it. So that is an instant mood booster. On the other hand, this is what's going on outside. So we got a coconut from the farms.
It's work in progress.
And this is like a workplace injury. You have no shoes on.
That's alright.
This is not OSHA approved.
We'll get around it. I know a guy.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna dull your knife.
Yeah, don't dull my knives. This isn't going well.
It's going.
But these are
it's way harder than what I saw online. I thought it would come out of the hole in the middle, but it's not, so I'm just going to try and bust it open here with a hammer.
These are our cutie plants though. This is a Hawaiian tea plant. This is a
Elephant ear.
elephant ear. And that big green, obviously they're all green, the big green leaf in the middle is new. So she likes her new home. Yeah, honestly, it's just really so cool living here. There have been some roadblocks and some setbacks, but overall, we're loving it. Are you loving it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's raining at home. It's 80 degrees here. It's not bad. But I have a chicken in the crock pot for dinner that I'm going to make chicken pot pie with, but it's not ready at all. So I think I'm going to do a yoga class just like on YouTube, and then we'll just hang out for the rest of the night. Alright, I have a chicken pot pie in the oven. I don't know why this is so crooked, but I think that is it for today's video. So I hope that this inspired you to also set your own goals. It's going to be a better year. We're going to have such a good 2026. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.